first and foremost, don't forget to push that like button.
Like button.
Don't forget to push that like button.
Like button.
And you gotta subscribe.
Make sure you do it.
Hit that notification bell.
Do it now. This is an Iwebu production.
Period.
It is time for the aha moment of the week. All right. Yes. It's that time, man.
Super excited. This is my favorite segment.
This is the most
always
popular
excited
segment.
for it. Yes, it is the most popular segment. This is what y'all seem to like a lot. And so I always look forward to when the Lord is going to speak to us for the people and ourselves.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Last week, I spoke about what others may have meant for your harm.
Yeah.
God intended it for your good.
Yep.
Okay. Big time key factor there. I talked about me being at this company for a long time, working very hard, making one little mistake as far as inventory, and I was gone. Okay. But had that not happened, I would not have been able to afford the new place I was into. It would have been like very, very tight.
Definitely.
Instead, God created big time margin, which was, thank God he did that. In hindsight, being grateful for being let go.
Definitely.
And so this week, I want to reiterate that. I want to say that
it's
again.
It's a lot of examples we got.
Yes. And why am I bringing this back? Why are you using the same thing? Listen, I felt I needed to drive this home just a little bit more. Reason being, I was talking to a friend here recently, right? And this friend is in a transition, and he was like, you know, a lot of the people he felt like wasn't like supporting him on his grind and what he's doing as far as his business. And he thought his family would support him. Right. And he was telling me, man, you know, when I make this transition, when I go to this next level, I got some things that I want to say to my family. I got some things that I'm going to say that to them too. Like, no, like he wasn't like, I got some things. Like, he's like, I'm going to go do it. I'm like, oh, no. Don't do that. Don't go tell them off and tell them about themselves and be like, look at me. I'm doing like, no. We don't want to do it with that attitude.
Yeah.
Because again, what they intended to harm you.
Yeah.
God intended for your good. Okay, let me make this make sense, Namdi. Okay, I'm going to help you out here. In the Bible, it talks about Joseph. His brothers have him sold into slavery.
Yep.
They think that he's gone. Got rid of him. They think he's dead. Well, famine comes upon them. They have to go to Pharaoh, see if they could get some food to get through basically the drought.
Yeah.
And come to find out, long story short, that Joseph is their brother that they sold in slavery, they thought was dead.
Right.
Okay. He's like the right hand man to Pharaoh now. Like,
period.
He's right hand. He can do whatever he wants. Okay.
You thought.
And not only that, now you're gonna get more than your food. You're gonna get all this land. Okay. He got to see his dad, Jacob, in his dying days.
Yeah.
All right. And the thing is that Jacob died. And when he died, they thought, his brothers thought that Joseph now is going to get us back for all of what we did. You can check this out. This is in Genesis 50. All right. So he's going to get us back for all of what we did. So they came to him. They wrote him a letter. This is what Jacob told them to do before he died. Their dad told them to do this before he died. Write him a letter.
Yeah.
So they wrote this letter to him and just basically saying, listen, we're your servants, we're your slaves and all that. They came even before him and got down before him and said, listen, we're yours. Joseph wept, like he cried.
Yep.
He said, listen, again, this is in Genesis 50, 19. He says, don't be afraid of me. Am I God that I can punish you? He said, you intended to harm me, but God intended it all for good.
Yep. Yeah.
It hit me so deep. Listen, everybody got that in there. Like somebody that kind of stunted on you, somebody that did something wrong to you, you kind of want to go back and tell them some things. But if that person didn't reject you, okay, then you couldn't be where you are. Now I think about it, shoot, if some girls that I might have hollered at, that I tried to holler at back in the day, then say, no, thank you so much. Yes, you watching. Okay. Thank you so much. I couldn't be with you. I think about it like, dang, I really thought that what a call it would have been cold to me. And I couldn't be with my wife.
Nobody colder than me.
Nobody at all. Nobody even touching you at all. But that's what I'm saying. Levels. Like, what if I would have done that? What if I got that? Like, no, I needed you to say, no.
I needed that rejection.
I needed that rejection.
Yeah.
You understand? I needed to get fired from that job. Like if I had not gotten fired from that job, we be sitting here in some pretty tough situations, but God showed himself merciful. He intended it for his good. That person that act up on you, he intended it for your good. And so I told my friend, like, no, listen, you're about to go to a whole nother level. Okay, move on. God intended it for your good. Well, how? Well, he intended to fuel you now. And now you're like, I'm about to really go out here and make this happen. Are y'all not going to listen to me? Are y'all not going to support my business? Okay, now I'm going to go and attract some other people who don't even know me. And I'm about to blow up on y'all, and that's what I'm about to do. And you ain't never got to say nothing to them. You just continue to grow. So be grateful. I'm grateful. I even know some things that's going on right now in my life that I'm like, thank you. Like, thank you. I was
going to give the examples, but
man, we ain't going to do it. God bless them.
I guess we ain't going to talk about it.
No.
On today's
But I'm
episode.
grateful, though.
Yeah, no, I just think about, like, even with certain things in relationships I desired with certain people. And I'm not talking about, is the word platonic, romantic? Not talking about that, but like talking about mentorship, sisterhood, even a bro or whatever that maybe was in the same genre or industry or something like that, like things that I desired. I think about how actually someone told me this. They was like why get signed or why get the cosign when you can make it on your own without them saying, I did that. And like you said, the rejection, I know for me and my personality type, rejection has always been my fuel. I remember watching a Nicki Minaj interview and she said the same thing, and because somebody asked her and was like, what keeps you going? And she was like, the continual doubt that I can't do it. Like, that's what keeps me going. And I gotta show you. That's dope. But, and I connect with that so much from family, you know, from friends that I thought I had, like, that just disappeared out of nowhere. Like, dang, where everybody, I thought, where everybody at?
I
like,
some of those too.
I thought we was, it ain't no, you see less likes, you see less comments, you see less interaction. But that gives me, it's sad on one side, because I'm sure Joseph was heartbroken, you know, like, what, my bros. But what I'm seeing with the Bible continuously, just like in Mark, where Jesus wasn't able to heal in his own hometown. We're talking about Jesus, you know. I'm continuously seeing that the Lord is setting up examples to let you know you are going to deal with heartbreak, but what you do with it is what is going to count. And so I think, you know, I know we just recently got out of a pretty heartbreaking situation, and just continual disappointment and letdown. And at first you deal with that, you know what? Let me show y'all this drip real quick.
You ready to say something. You ready to pull up. You ready to, you know, send out sublims and all that silly stuff.
Oh, you thought you were God. Oh, you thought you could put me on. Oh, you thought you could reject me and nobody. Let me show you something. Like, that's the initial fuel. But then it gets to the place where it's like, oh, this is actually unhealthy and I need to be the solution to this. And so I think both of us have gotten to this place where we're like, whoever is going to be around us is going to feel accepted. It's going to feel loved. It's going to feel supported. It especially like,
be the change that you want to see in the world. Be that change that you want to see in the world.
Don't match energy. Like, I know that's the vibe right now.
Fire
like,
with fire.
Yeah. Like, I know
all of that. Nah.
I know that's the energy. It's like matching energy. Like, if they hating and they ain't liking, don't like none. I purposely like people's stuff that don't like mine to let you know you're a weirdo for just not like supporting anymore. Like, this is weird, but I'm still gonna be mature enough to like love on you. Keep giving that out, because what goes around comes back around. Then come back down. And
then also it may cause a person to look at themselves. Because I remember you know, several occasions that people who somehow had an invisible problem with you that you didn't even know about, that have came and talked to you, like,
I'd be like,
I had an issue with you.
I'd be like, what's your name?
Wow, I never even had a relation. Like, I never even really knew you.
Where do we know each other from?
Yeah.
Like, seriously, like, why? Huh?
I remember that. I'm like, huh? Like, why they had it? But it may be something just personal that they're dealing with, and you really, in real talk, no cliche. Like, you need to pray. Pray
I
for
could be really petty right in that moment. But I remember I had this female tell me she had problems with me for years, and I was like, what?
For years? Was you a friend?
No.
Did y'all talk?
No.
Y'all ain't get on the phone, nothing.
Never. I had never had her number. We was in the same church. That was it. But I never had a relationship with her. And when she told me that, I was like, in my spirit, the Lord literally told me in that conversation, shh, I want you to see her.
Yeah.
I want you to see her in this moment, and the Lord showed me things about her. But yeah, people, and I in that moment, I was ready to match energy. I was like, next Sunday, I'm pulling up and I'm letting her know what's good. But the Lord told me, like, nah, this is much deeper. This is much.
It's something
deeper.
That they may be dealing with. In real talk, when they say pray for your enemies, pray for those who persecute you, like
it's
really
for you too.
Yeah,
that's for you too. Yeah,
like you need to first off. A lot of things you might want to deal with yourself, because it might be a reason that some people need to get away from you for the moment. I know sometimes that it was okay that some people got away from me. I'm talking about my toxic relationship I'm in for too long, and they trying to give me advice. I ain't listening to it. Okay, all right, homie, do what you gotta do. I'm tired of hearing about this. You understand? I understand some of those things. Sometimes those people are dealing with something on their own. They have to deal with it. So you need to just pray for them. Like, hey, man, Lord, just be with them.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think this reminds me of so much. Like, as you were talking, I was just thinking of like many situations where I just was so heartbroken that the connection didn't happen.
Many people. I just had that in my head.
Oh my God. Jesus. Too many people.
I just wanted to make a song.
I mean, it's really like one situation.
People.
That's facts. No, but I think about, we were talking about in certain situations where I know for me, I wanted a certain type of, let me just keep it vague, relationship. And the Lord revealed to me, like, no, you don't need that, because I don't need you to learn what they got. Like, I don't need you to be what they are. I don't need you to have that character. I don't need you to have that heart. I don't need you to have that type of thinking. So no, that's not it. So a lot of times, just remember, I put this in one of my songs, Riding Alone, that rejection is a lot of times it's God's protection. Like most of the time, it's literally God's protection. Hold on. Like, I saw this thing on Facebook that said you haven't met all the people that will love you, and I think that's the same thing. Like, you haven't met all the people that will support your business.
Yeah, and God's making room for them.
He's making room. So a lot of times we're looking for mama, daddy, sister, auntie, cousin, but it's probably 99.9% going to be strangers. So I think you drove it home great this time. The things that people meant for your bad, they wanted to break your heart, they wanted to destroy you, they wanted to make you insecure, they wanted to make you be crazy. That thing turns out for your good if you allow it to.
If you allow
it to, and pray for your enemies along the way.
And don't try to keep running after the people, any of that type of stuff. Let it go.
My mistake.
God's about to do something new in you. Straight up.
Come
like
on,
he's about to do something new. And the more time you waste running after them or running after that relationship or continuing to be around those different people and they don't really want you there or whatever the case may be, like you're continually stalling your growth. Listen, do not stall your growth, okay? Because what God already has for you is sitting there. It's just waiting, right? Okay? And the longer and longer time that you stay in that situation, you're just putting it on hold, okay? You put it on layaway. You laying away your future. You laying away your success. Do not do that.
Don't waste time.
Continue to press forward and know that what they intended to harm you, he meant it for your good. And so, hey, listen, I don't know if you guys, if that kind of hits you anywhere, like if you guys have gone through that same thing, if this aha moment was meant for you. Hey, if you want to hear more of the backstory, make sure you check out the old video. But anyway, did that resonate with you? Are you going through that same thing? You know someone or know some situations like that? We want to hear from you below. Drop that comment. Hey man, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. If you could do us a huge favor, please hit that like button and please subscribe.
Yes, and do not forget to hit that notification bell.
Yes.
We need y'all to be notified every single time we go live and when we drop a video. And follow us on all social media platforms at The E-Way Boos. And we will see y'all next time on Radical Love with The E-Way Boos.
We'll see you.